This is good.
They got enough engine on this thing to take that thing to the end of the world. You know? Aren't you glad you got to go to this thing?
Yeah.
Is that your control tower down there?
Or it gets up to about 80 or 90 miles an hour.
Wow, that's a deep throbbing sound, huh?
There he goes off. They're off. Oh, nice and smooth.
What about that song?
Tricky to taxi.
This is a hard airplane to taxi. No?
Did you enjoy that?
Yes, yeah, it was fun.
Yeah, you took the...
Well, that's a great 90th birthday present.
your picture.
Yeah,
This is a hard, and that was one of the big things in World War II. Again, they made about 5,500 of these aircraft in World War II for, you know, training, advanced training. They go from this to the B-17, things like that. And one of the biggest problems they had, if you talk to the guys that flew them, was that they were always in the shop getting brakes because the brakes were always either locked up or not working.
Where did you fly today? Where'd you go? Up the river or something? Or
Yeah.
did you see the bridge and everything?
All that stuff, yeah.
We should have taken, you guys get some pictures of the bridge?
Yeah.
Oh, you got it. I should have known.
Oh yeah, with the technology, with the girls.
Yeah. I did a goofy
too.
one, and I did a goofy one and a funny one, and I guess it was a funny one.
Oh yeah.
It was a good one.
We probably got that as you were, you know, just handing it back. We probably got it.
Oh,
I tell you, he's a smooth stick, though. I tell you, and it's fun for me because I never get to be a passenger.
So we woke up his kids, he said.
Yeah, I tried to wake him up with a Marine, honk the horn. Yeah.
Wait, there's a horn?
Cycle the props.
Yeah.
There was a flying car built down in the 40s called the Molt, or 50s called the Molt-Taylor Aero car. And one was at Oshkosh. And at Oshkosh, a lot of people are landing all at the same time on the same runways. And there was a plane ahead of him that didn't turn off, and he was catching up to him, and we heard beep beep. Because it was a car, and it doesn't have a horn.
The pilot going, what the hell?
What's this?
Yeah.
Actually, the N3NR. Oh, did you see the? Oh, we got to show these guys the biplane. We got to show them that before you go. You got time?
Yeah. Let's just take another picture.
Yeah.
Now, did it come back to you after all these years how to do it?
He's teaching me how to fly it.
Well, he had 2 hours and what was it, 70 years ago or something? Or?
Can we take one on the other side?
Sure.
Come on, Dad.
Not a hard plane to fly. Taxi it is. Jim checked me out on this many years ago. Huh? And I landed on the grass over there because he said it wears out the tires.
That's right.
Land in the concrete.
$700 a tire.
Wow.
So,
Paul, when you're in an inverted spin, then do you have seat belts on? And
I would recommend seatbelts.
okay.
My buddy had a biplane, Joe Davis, and in the front seat of his open cockpit biplane it says, "All passengers must remain seated while in inverted plane." And that guy, you fly with him, he never flies straight. He's always upside down. I don't think he can fly straight.
Yeah. Disguise a poor flyer.
When you got mail coming in, you put that in.
Oh yeah, right.
No.
No.
What made Charles Lindbergh different? Was he brave? He's brave. But a lot of braver people went down in the middle of the ocean.
He couldn't see out the front of his airplane.
Well, here's he figured out, so if you have unreliable engines, for example, and you add more unreliable engines, what happens? What's the chances of an engine failure? It's greater, right? So adding more unreliable parts makes it even more unreliable. So what he figured out is he needed one reliable engine. So what he would do is he would take an engine and he would run it till it failed and then figure out why. So you can do endurance testing. And one of the things that in old airplane engines, they used to have a grease fitting at the top. And the way they oil the rocker arms and stuff, they use grease fittings. Right? And he figured out, well, you're flying across the ocean, you can't get out there with a grease gun. So he worked with the Wright brothers and others to develop oiling push rods and other ways of getting oil to the top so the engine be reliable. So once he could make an engine run for 8 hours straight continuously without stopping, and all the other parts. So what he did is he thought about endurance testing, and he thought about. So he actually was a really interesting guy because he did celestial navigation in his airplane. He did a lot of things in his airplane that, although people think of him as a brave guy that did an amazing thing, he studied the problem very, very carefully, and he engineered his way across the ocean. So that's what I'd say engineers. The procedure for landing is as you're coming over the area that you're going to land, you cover it up with the airplane, and if at any time you see when you're landing on, you're probably doing something wrong. Kind of kidding. But the forward visibility is really poor when you're in the back. And so you have to kind of use your peripheral vision as you're landing to kind of keep everything lined up for you. So we got a couple other airplanes in here. These are my whiskers. There's a pepper company. And we should talk going control and motion.